Ghita Sebti. I'm 24. I'm freshly graduated from a business school in France. I had a BBA and I pursued it with a master degree in data. So afterwards I came back to Morocco so I just can be in my country, in my homeland that I love so much, and continue with what I started. Ponderer is my first book that I wrote about 3 or 4 years ago. Basically, it wasn't supposed to be a book. It was just a general condensed bunch of ideas that I just put on a piece of paper every time I felt something, or I just wanted to put some insights that I felt relevant. Once I did that, I realized that it took a healthy amount of place in this paper, and said to myself, why not turn it into a novel and make it count just as it is. So yes, basically it wasn't supposed to be a book. It just turned out throughout the writing to be one. I didn't feel like I had to study and write and make it work in each way. I just felt like whenever I had time and I wanted to write because I had ideas and I just feel inspired, I had to write, and even if it was for 5 minutes, but the main thing was to just write whenever I had time. So I didn't feel like I combine it and make it work. I just, whenever it was the time, I did it. And my message behind my book would be to make people feel more confident and more comfortable with achieving their dream, to not be afraid of the unknown, and to really just embrace their passion in life, even if it seems hard or difficult, but just do it because no one else is going to do it for them. And maybe to keep it interesting, to keep it interesting throughout the story. Maybe to keep the characters always doing stuff for the audience to still interested in reading. I don't really have a proper anecdote, if I can tell it like this, but the narrative happens to be in the United States. I never been there, and I really just did a huge work about the places, because actually in this book there's 2 storylines. There is a storyline about the main character, which is like in a meadow, in a forest, in some place lost. You don't know how she ended up there, you don't know with whom she is, you just realize that she's in some place lost. So that's the main storyline. The other one is the flashbacks of how did the main character end up in this meadow. And the main anecdote would be for me to just search about places in the United States that I don't know, that no one knows, that are really lost, like Jacksonville, which is where the storylines happen. So Jacksonville, I've never been there, I've never been to the US in general, but if you read the book, you feel like I'm in it, I live there, I grew up in there, I grew up in there, and that's it. I would hope for them to just read it when they feel insecure and they feel very, they just need some relief in their bad times. Maybe if reading my book would allow them to feel more, as I said, relieved, and feel like there's some light after the storm with my book, because as I said, the main message of the book is to enlighten people to achieve their dream and follow their passion, and remember that if you work hard, if you work with passion, you can achieve whatever you want. So yes, I would like them to feel relieved and more eager to achieve the dream after reading. Also, I'm a fervent art enthusiast. For each form of it, like in the drawing, the writing, the readings, Also, I'm a really huge fan of. I'm a really huge film enthusiast, and I felt like each of these forms made me feel like I can express myself in a way. Not the same because I will not appeal the same audience with the writing than my drawings or with the you know what I mean. But yes, so mainly I just feel like with art I can express myself, and that's something I really want to pursue. That's what I did with the book, and that's what I hope doing again with maybe another form or another tome. I don't know, but I hope that's gonna be fine.